Welcome to another episode of Community Storytelling. I hope you know who I am by now, Lissa Kreisler. I've been with you for 5 seasons, thanks to our friend Linda Lester. Linda, I love you. I have 2 fabulous women sitting next to me, and if you have a student at home, not yet in college, and maybe that's a few years off, but you can never prepare too early, you want to listen to what these 2 ladies have to say, because it could mean money in somebody's pocket, and who doesn't want that, right? So we've got Rosemary Rossi, a school teacher from Philadelphia, who how many decades ago moved to Los Gatos?
Well, 2 decades ago.
Okay, and then you were on the school board for most of that time.
Yes, for 16 years for the Saratoga Los Gatos High School District, which was a fabulous experience.
And how wonderful to get on the school board when you weren't even from here originally or taught here.
Well, it was quite a challenge because I was told that I couldn't be on the school board because I was not a local. However, I guess they wanted some fresh blood at the time.
And you had it.
And I had it.
So good for us.
And good
we had
for
you.
Me.
Yes,
too. It was
yes.
a great experience.
And next to you, who is now your friend, Jane Ogle, who is actually in the healthcare field.
Yes.
So you have nothing to do with education.
No.
Except
Absolutely. Except that I had 5 kids who went through school.
that 5 kids. Did they all go to Los Gatos High School?
No, just the youngest went to Los Gatos High School and absolutely loved it. Just had a wonderful experience there.
I have never heard anybody leave Los Gatos High School who did not have a wonderful experience.
it's amazing
And you're a
story.
transplant from New Jersey.
I'm a transplant from New Jersey and I work in the healthcare field, as you say. Worked at the Medi-Cal health plan here in Santa Clara County for a while, and then I worked up in Sacramento in the Brown administration.
Ah, boy, diversity.
Yes.
Yes, and here you are together for our organization called Pursuit of Excellence, POE, Pursuit of Excellence Scholarships for Youth. Tell me about it.
Well, we began this organization 2013 because the actual co-founder could not be here today. She recognized that there's such inequity in students being able to attend college. So Pursuit of Excellence is a scholarship program for low-income students who usually are first generation, and we provide them with a scholarship to help bridge the gap between the grants that they get and the college sometimes helps subsidize them. So we try to bridge the gap between what they get for their college, quote, package and what it actually costs to go to college. And we also provide them a mentor because most of these students don't have parents who can guide them through college like we were able to guide our kids. And we find that that is one of the most important aspects of our program. The money, but the mentorship is what really, together, the 2 of them click and help these students reach graduation. So that's what we're about.
So when you say scholarship, everybody's ears perk up, but there are certain requirements. I think it's the family income of $60,000 and under.
We allow up to 80, but that gets really iffy there when we get that out. There are enough children who have very low incomes who want to go to college that it's, important to support them.
And they have to go to a 4-year, eventually apply to a 4-year college, right?
That's correct.
And what happens if they don't continue? Do they have to pay the scholarship back?
No, we don't ask them to pay the scholarship back, but we do keep tabs on them, and we have an incredible success rate.
I bet you do.
So we have had maybe 3 kids over the course of this entire time, and we've had 38 kids. I mean, I think we've had 3 that we have lost contact with and didn't continue.
And I saw there are 14 schools that you reach out to?
No, we reach out to 3 schools. Lincoln High School and Pioneer High School in San Jose and Los Gatos High School.
So I guess I'm thinking of, because I Googled you, of course.
Sure.
Because I'm a good student and I did my homework. And there was a list on the peninsula in San Mateo County.
Yes.
And I will tell you, my eyes opened up a little bit when I saw Palo Alto High School and Gunn High School and Woodside High School and Menlo Atherton. And there are students with incomes of under $60,000 there. And
Yes.
even here in Los Gatos.
Right.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And I'm glad you said that because nobody thinks that.
Right.
Yeah. But the reason you said 14 is because POE Peninsula is our parent
Oh, I see.
organization, and that was founded over 30 years ago. And so we, in 2015, we're working on their model, and we're a separate organization, but we follow their model. So together, their high schools and our high schools.
Yes. Do they apply as seniors or juniors? Or
Seniors.
Seniors. And the school tells them to do this, or
Yes,
you give
so-
speeches, or
Well, both.
Both,
It's interesting that you really have to go out and promote a scholarship. There are so many things sort of thrown at a senior that it's very hard to figure out which one is right for you. So we actually have volunteers who go to the schools and talk about the scholarship and help kids understand whether or not it'd be appropriate for them to apply for it. This year we had 30 applicants, about
total.
and we'll pick 10, probably 8 or 10 of them to continue. But they're all, I would say, good, not great students. We're not looking for the valedictorian of the class. We're looking for the hardworking kid who's got community service or work experience, who just needs that extra help to get through college.
50-50 boys, girls? How does it work out?
No, actually, we have more girls than boys.
As the mother of
what
two
can-
daughters, I say I can understand that.
28 young ladies and 10 gentlemen at this point.
So tell us about some of these kids. What makes them so special? Why did you pick them?
They fill out an application,
Sure.
and their essays are always very informative. We look at their grades, and we look at their work ethic, their work experience, because one of the not a major criteria, but one criteria is the fact that they have worked and will work which shows that they want to get their college degree. And so we look at all those factors, and we have a very rigorous process, wouldn't you say?
We do.
I'll let
We
Jane-
interview them,
Yeah,
and they have to present themselves, really, to a group of, old women, basically.
Which is daunting in
Which is
itself,
daunting,
right?
and you just, But I've mentored 3 young women, 2 from Los Gatos High and 1 from Lincoln High. And the thing I think that's so interesting about all 3 of them, because they're very, very different people, is their motivation and their commitment and their eagerness to get to college, to get a degree, and to make something of themselves in the world. I mean, it's really just right at the heart of what they say from the very beginning. And so it's wonderful to see these kids who are just so understanding that they want to have a future and they're working towards that future.
Yeah, and they see, how hard their family works for the $60,000, and they didn't get to go to college. And I know how wonderful it is for that first generation college student, and how proud the family is. And are many of these families minority families?
Mostly.
Most.
Yes,
Yes.
and are in Spanish speaking at home probably?
Probably, yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but the kids know English well.
Yes.
They do. Yes,
Yes.
they do. And you can almost, I would say, 75 to 80% of them say, my going to college is fulfilling my parents' dream of why we came here, or why, they all are very, very, the family's focused on it. They may not know exactly how to go
Right.
about it, but they're focused on having that success in the family.
And now, where does your funding come from? I mean, do we have to chip in here? Where's this? That would be nice.
Be nice.
Well, a big majority of our funding comes from our friends and the friends of our friends.
And they still answer the phone when you call?
Well, luckily we don't call them. We send out one appeal letter each year, and I guess the letter, thanks to Jane's help, is so appealing to them that they continue to donate.
Because you're talking about 4 years. You're supporting them
Right,
through
we
4 years
yes,
of
yes.
college. And do the donors get to meet the students?
Yes.
That is the best. I
Yes.
used to support a scholarship for high school, and we had a lunch every year, and I just loved meeting the girls and giving them a chance to show their appreciation.
Right.
But I was the one who was enjoying it the most, just listening to them and knowing that I was a part of their dream.
Yeah.
So it's wonderful.
I think one of the things that really makes people compelled to give to the POE program is that we have no overhead. So every penny that you give goes right into scholarship. And I think people like the idea that I'm not giving to an administrative overhead or that sort of thing. I'm just giving it, and it's going from me to one of those children.
Yes.
So have we already started the process this year in Los Gatos,
Yes,
at
we
Los
have.
Gatos High School?
Yes.
So is it it's too late?
Yeah, too late
It is
to
for this
apply
year.
for this
Okay.
year, right.
We may have donors who now want to
Yes,
help
that's
out.
what
So how do they
we're
get in
hoping.
touch with you?
They can go to the website, pursuitofexcellencescholarships.org, and donate through that. But if anybody in this area wants to donate, they have to be certain to go to the South Bay location.
Yes, I found that out.
Yes.
So
But it's easy to do.
it is easy to do,
In
but
fact, make it easy, POE,
H,
and put Los Gatos after it, and it comes right up.
good.
It does. I because that's how I did it.
Oh, good.
Excellent.
And your name came up. So there you have it. Well, I just,
Good.
how many years have you been on since 2013 or
Or
recent?
15, I'm sorry.
We started in 15, yeah.
15, yeah.
And that's just wonderful.
Yeah.
You must go to bed at night saying, I did something.
Well, yes, but I also go to bed at night and think, I wish I could do more. I mean, when you read these applications, you hate to turn anybody away. I mean, yes, there are one or two that, you know,
didn't make the cut to begin
right
with.
to begin with. But other than that, it's very difficult to determine who to give scholarships to. So, like I say, there's always, you want to do more. And I have to say, I cannot stress the importance also of the mentor. I mean, these kids, they're all bright. I mean, that's not the issue, but they are so uncertain about how to navigate college. They have to be encouraged to join clubs. They have to be encouraged to reach out to their professors. They have to be encouraged to write a good resume. I mean, they're not, these are things that their families can't, or I should say can't help them with.
Right.
So,
well, the families are just worried about making the $60,000 to get some food on the table.
So that is an equally important part of our program.
So perhaps you want to be a mentor. You can't be a donor, or maybe you can do both. That would be wonderful. So Pursuit of Excellence.
Right.
Los Gatos, because the South Bay chapter will come up if you do that. And I thank you so much for what you're doing for the community. You're making a difference, a big difference.
Try.
And I have you been with any of the kids who have gone through the 4 years already?
I have a young woman who went through the 4 years, graduated from UC Santa Barbara, and has gone on and gotten her master's degree and is working for one of the Big Eight CPA, as a CPA.
Oh, wow.
I mean, she's really an incredible success story. And
She
she's
needs
the Los
to-
Gatos
She
story.
needs to be a mentor.
Yeah.
Yes.
And we
And a
have,
donor, because she's a CPA, for gosh
well, we
sake.
actually have one of our students who has already graduated is for the first time donated this year. So
That's
if
wonderful.
she can donate,
That's right. Oh, well, please keep it up.
So,
That is wonderful.
thank you.
That's what community storytelling is all about. It's about sharing good thoughts, good things, issues in the community. So maybe I should be interviewing you next. Rosemary and Jane will tell you it was just absolutely fabulous and easy and no big deal. So go to kcat.org and you'll see the community storytelling tab. You're going to see where to nominate. It takes 10-15 seconds. You can nominate yourself. Don't be shy. I would love to sit down and talk with you. So thanks for being with us, Jane, Rosemary. Thank you. I'm Lissa Kreisler, and until next time, keep watching KCAT TV 15.